Senator Boswell, he has been a very passionate man about fishing. I have seen some of his media releases and they're well worth reading. So with those couple of words, I'd like you to make welcome Senator Boswell.
Mr Chairman, can I apologise? I left Brisbane at 5 o'clock and I got stuck in the traffic, so I'm here anyhow, and I'm sorry I kept you waiting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've got the maps up on the wall. It's a bigger map and it's a better map. I don't know whether we can put it in here for you're looking at. But is there any commercial fishermen here or all amateurs? Professional and amateurs. Well, it's great to see both people here because this affects everyone in the fishing industry, whether they're commercial or amateurs. It affects them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Coral Sea up here, and it's 1 million square miles, and that has been put down as a conservation zone. And the Greens today have said that they want 30% of all closures as no takes. So all closures, no take zone. That is what they're aiming for. And what you've got to understand is, what are you going to do for us? Well, what I've done for you so far is drive about 200 miles to get here, and now I don't need that. Now I'm trying to help you. If you want to be smart, you can do it outside. I'm trying to solve this problem, and I will solve the problem. But what I've done for you is when this was closed, I got $250 million to pay the fishing industry out, pay the boat builders out, pay the outboard motors out. Take health up there where 300 people got fines, criminal convictions up in fishing in here. I got those overturned. I've done a number of things for the fishing industry, and I will continue to do for the fishing industry. So what are we going to do for you? We will make sure that if there is any closures, it'll have to be done on science. We want to know what we are protecting. We're not just going to protect a hole in the wall here. It's got to be done, and the science has got to be there, and the science has got to be proved. Yeah. Yeah. What we're going to do is, if we do have to close, and the last thing we want to do is close anything. We want a strong fishing industry and a strong amateur association with people that can go out and enjoy fishing and go out with their kids and bond with their families. That's what we're on about. Yay. So if we have to, and as I say, it'll be the last straw, if we have to close things down, we will do an impact study and find out how we have to compensate. We can compensate the commercial fishermen, we can buy them out, we can take the effort out of here. Now if you're going to close these areas down here, and the commercial fishermen fish there, you're going to have to buy them out. You can't just let them go somewhere else and throw their anchor in the back of someone else's boat. So you're going to have to put some effort, remove some effort, and that's going to cost a lot of money. It cost, when this was closed here, the Barrier Reef, the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority said, don't worry about a thing. It'll be $1.5 million to $2 million, $5 million. Costello said, oh, well, I allowed a bit more, $7 million. $250 million later, and it was still going north when we went out of government. We're still going on. So we're going to be very reluctant to close anything. But what I want to do is put the political situation, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone will say, oh, not politics. Well, I'm telling you, life is politics. Whether you like it or not, I've lived in the Senate for 28 years. 28 years I've been there, and I have seen a lot go on, and I am frightened. Because I'll tell you what, the Greens will probably win balance of power in the Senate. And the only chance we've got is winning the House of Representatives block. The Greens are unsatisfiable. You will never satisfy their lust to destroy fishing They will want to do it all the time. I understand the Green candidates there. Well, I'm sorry if I offend you, but that is the truth. And you may be well-meaning. You may be absolutely well-meaning. But I tell you what, Bob Brown's not, and the Greens aren't, and the Wilderness Society are not, because they trade and they go to their people and say, okay, we've done this, we've achieved this, we've closed this down, we've closed this forestry down, we've closed this fishing down.
Give it a go!
So, what can you do? Yes, you can make the usual processes, talk to your local member and do sort of things like that. But if the Greens win the power in the Senate, we are going to find a lot of this goes on. Today they've demanded 30% of all closures. So what do? The only thing I can do, tell you, I say this with all the sincerity that I can muster. It will be very dangerous if the Labor Party control the reps and the Greens control the Senate. That is when you're getting into uncharted waters here, because we've never had the Greens controlling the Senate. We've always had Xenophon and Fielding. We've always had the Democrats, which you could negotiate with. Might have to horse trade a bit, but negotiate. But the Greens don't take a backward step. The Wilderness Society are the arm of the same as the farmers are the arm of the National Party. Blue collar workers are the arm of the Labor Party. The Wilderness Society and the Australian Conservation Foundation are the arm of the Greens. And they want those fishing areas. They want the 1 million square kilometres up here, and the Coral Sea closed as a no-take zone. And Pew, which is a green organisation from America, is out here spending heaps of money supporting. So,
we have some quiet in the back, please. If you want to talk, go outside.
Give us a go. Let's give us a go, please.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I would, if you would like to ask me any questions, I want to put it to you very clearly that this is your last chance at this election. Yes, you can go and talk to your local member. No, that was not what I was told. I was told you wanted to talk about the Coral Sea or the closures. If you want to talk about fishing, good luck to you.
Listen, man. People in attendance here tonight, we have one man speaking, we want one man only speaking so that we can all hear what he has to say. You will be given a chance shortly to speak, but please have the manners to give the speaker a chance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, I know you all want to fish, and I know this is unpleasant, and you don't want to associate politics with fishing. But I'm sorry, you're right in the middle of it. Whether you like it or not, you're facing closures of your fishing industry. I'll take any questions if you want.
Coral Sea's right out the front here, isn't it?
Coral Sea's not out the front, but Coral Sea's a fair way away. But what is right out the front of you is the Tweed closure, and there's closures all down New South Wales.
Excuse me, I'm an ex-logging contractor. And
Just hang on a second. We have another roving mic somewhere, so people can hear your question.
Can you hear me?
Leave your questions to me.
Can you hear me?
Here or not,
I'm an ex-logging contractor, going fishing. And I was 18 years of age, but never already came up with the Baronian Creek. A lot of people wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But what the man just said is pretty full on. He's got it right, and we've got to stick by it. Because what's going on here at the moment, they can all sit out the back and say what they like. They shouldn't even be here if they want to. They shouldn't even be here if they're not interested. But all I can say is, what they're going to do, they'll keep shifting the goalposts, they'll put the little square in place, keep shifting the goalposts, and no one's going to go anywhere. Unless they vote for the right people. That's all I can say.
Thank you very much. Now, any further questions? Senator Boswell will be here for a while, I hope for. Now, we'll